Hello, my brave friends. Welcome back to Brave Voice English. This is not just another English lesson. This is your space to grow, to learn, and to become confident. Today, we are going to learn English through a powerful and emotional story. A story that can change the way you think. A story about love, trust, and one decision that changed everything. It is about a young girl named Anisha. On the happiest day of her life, her wedding day, something unexpected happened. She received a letter that was not normal, a letter that shocked her and slowly destroyed her happiness. In one moment, everything started to change. Now think about this. Can one letter really change a life? Can one decision destroy something beautiful? And what happens when we act without thinking? If you want to know the answers, stay with me until the end. Because this story will not only improve your English, it will also teach you how to think, how to feel, and how to make better decisions. So take a deep breath, focus your mind, and get ready. Are you ready? Let's begin. My name is Anisha Hart, and this is the story about a letter. A letter that came on the wrong day. A letter that broke everything I had. I was always busy. Work, work, work. That was my life. Every morning I woke up, washed my face, made breakfast, and ran to work. One morning I was late, very late. I walked fast on the road. I looked at my watch. Oh no, I'm so late. I got to the crosswalk. I waited for the cars to stop. Come on, I was too impatient. I stepped onto the road. I did not see the car coming. Suddenly, a young man grabbed my arm and pulled me back. We both fell to the ground. I looked at him. He looked at me. He said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes, thank you." Then I looked down. My dress had mud on it. Oh no, my dress. How do I go to the office like this? He looked at my dress. He said, "I have a shop near here. You can clean your dress there." I had no other choice. I followed him. It was a bookshop, a small, cozy bookshop. It smelled like old paper and coffee. I loved it. I cleaned my dress and came back out. I said, "Thank you so much. I have to go now. Bye." I ran to the office, but all day I could not focus on my work. I kept thinking about the morning, the man, the bookshop. I smiled to myself. My friend said, "Anisha, why are you smiling alone?" I said, "Oh, nothing. I just remembered a funny thing." Days passed, weeks passed. One evening I finished work and walked home. Suddenly, it started to rain. I remembered the bookshop. It is near here. I did not think twice. I ran to the bookshop. He saw me. He said, "Hey, I remember you. Come in, come in." I said, "Hi." I was a little nervous. He asked, "You came to buy a book?" I said, "No, actually, I came because of the rain." He laughed. He said, "That is okay. Come and sit." I looked around the shop, the books, the warm lights, the old wooden shelves. I said, "This place is really beautiful." He said, "Thank you. My name is Lucas, by the way." I said, "I am Anisha." He brought me a cup of coffee. He said, "It is very cold today. Drink this." I held the cup with both hands. I said, "Thank you, Lucas." I took a sip. It was warm and sweet. The rain did not stop. We talked and talked about books, about life, about small things. Time passed so fast. I said, "It is getting dark now. I need to go." Lucas said, "Let me walk you to the bus stop." We walked together in the quiet night. Sometimes our eyes met. My heart beat a little faster each time. That was the beginning. After that night, I visited the bookshop every day. I did not always buy a book. I just came to see him. He always had a new story to tell. We became friends. Then we became more than friends. One day, Lucas took my hand. He said, "Anisha, I like you. I like you very much. Will you be with me?" I said, "Yes." That was the happiest moment of my life. Months passed. Our love grew. Then Lucas asked me to marry him. I cried happy tears. I said yes. Yes, 1,000 times. Our wedding day came. I woke up early. Sarah, my best friend, helped me get ready. Sarah said, you look beautiful, Anisha." I smiled big. I was so happy. I was ready to start a new life. Then something strange happened. I heard a small sound at the door. I looked down. Someone pushed an envelope. I opened the door fast. No one was there. Just the quiet hallway. I picked up the envelope. There was a letter inside. I started to open it, but then I heard Sarah's voice. Sarah said, "Anisha, we are late. Lucas is waiting." I looked at the envelope. Then I looked at the door. I called, "1 second." I put the envelope in my bag. I told myself I would read it later. The wedding was beautiful. The flowers, the music, the smiles, everything was perfect. And Lucas, he looked at me like I was the only person in the world. Lucas said, "You are my everything." I said, "You are mine too." That night, I forgot about the letter. I was too happy. 5 days passed. Life was sweet and quiet. Lucas went to work early each morning. I cleaned the house, cooked, and felt grateful. I thought I took a new step in my life, but I was wrong. One afternoon, someone knocked on the door. I opened it. No one was there, but on the floor, there was another envelope. My heart jumped. I picked it up. My hands were shaking. I opened it. "I warned you on your wedding day. You did not listen. Lucas is not a good man. Leave him now." I stopped breathing for a second. Then I remembered the first letter. It was still in my bag. I ran to my bag and pulled it out. Inside, there was a letter and some photos. I read the letter first. "Please do not marry Lucas. He hurt me badly. He left me without a word. You will be sorry." Then I looked at the photos. Lucas with another woman. They were very close, smiling, holding hands. My heart felt cold. I called Lucas. I said, "Lucas, what are these photos?" He was quiet for a moment. He said, "Anisha, I am sorry. Please let me explain." I said, "Explain what?" My voice was calm, but my heart was breaking. Lucas said, "Please, I love you. Give me a chance to talk." I said, "I do not want to hear it. This is over." That night, I packed my bags and left. 1 year later, a new city, a new home, a new job, a new life. But Lucas was still in my heart. I tried to forget him. I could not. My only friend in this new city was Maya. She was funny and kind. She made the hard days easier. One day, our boss called us both. The boss said, "I need you and Maya to go to Portland for a business meeting." Portland? My heart stopped. That was Lucas's city. The city where we met, where the bookshop was, where everything started. I could not say no. I went with Maya. The meeting went well. After we walked to the train station, Maya said, "I am so hungry. Wait here. I will get some food and come back." She left. I stood alone. I looked around. The streets, the buildings, the people. Everything brought memories back. Lucas's bookshop was near here. I knew it. My feet started walking before my mind said, yes. I walked to the spot, but the bookshop was gone. A different shop was there now, a small grocery store. A man was standing at the door. I said, "Excuse me, there was a bookshop here before. Do you know the man who had it? His name is Lucas." The man's face changed. He said, that young man, poor thing." I said, "What happened?" The man said, "He was so happy here, always smiling, always reading. Then his wife left him. After that, he was never the same. He closed the bookshop. He gave all the books to the children in the neighborhood. He sold this place to me." I felt my chest get tight. The man said, "But sometimes he still comes here. He stands outside and looks. He told me once, 'If a woman ever comes and asks about me, tell her I am sorry. Tell her I still love her.'" Tears came to my eyes. Then I heard Maya's voice behind me. Maya said, "Anisha, what are you doing here? What is wrong?" I turned to her. My face was wet. Maya looked at the shop, then at me. Then she went very quiet. Maya said, "Anisha, do you know Lucas?" I said, "Yes." "Wete." Maya said, "Was he the one you married?" I stopped. I said, "Yes. How do you know him?" Maya closed her eyes. She said, "Oh no, Anisha, I am so sorry. Lucas was my boyfriend a long time ago. I was not a good girlfriend. I went to clubs. I talked to many other men. Lucas asked me to stop. I did not listen. In the end, we broke up. I said nothing. I just listened." Maya said, "Then I heard he was going to marry someone. I was angry. I wanted to stop the wedding. I wanted him back. So I sent a letter and photos from our time together. I said, 'You sent the letters.' Maya said, 'Both of them?' Yes." She looked at me. She said, "Anisha, I am so sorry. I did not know it was you. I was selfish. Lucas is a good man. He is a very good man. I ruined everything because I was jealous." I asked the shop owner, "Where is he now?" The man said softly, "Sometimes he sleeps here the whole night. He just sits outside and looks at the road waiting for his wife to come back. But I have not seen him in 4 months. I said 4 months. Then I made a decision right there. After that day, I looked for him everywhere in Portland. Every street, every cafe, every corner. I am still looking. I will not stop because I need to find him. I need to say sorry. I made a mistake and I want to fix it." He waited for me night after night. Now it is my turn to wait for him. This is not the end of our story. This is just the beginning. The second part is coming.